I just wanted to say real quick before this video starts that if there's anything in this tutorial that I miss or forget to say, I will include it in the description. Also, the project file and the clip will be down in the description so you can download that and have it. It works for CS6 and or After Effects CC. Without any further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright guys, so what I have right now is I have just set up just like my time remap and Twixtor tutorial. I'm going to be using time remap as my syncing method for this edit, this little tutorial thing. It really doesn't matter what kind of syncing method you use, but I'm just going to sync my clip right here. I just have a part of a song picked out, and I'll put on screen as soon as I'm finished talking what we're going to be doing in this edit today, and then we're just going to add the pan crop. If you guys need a refresher on Twixtor or time remap syncing, I already have a tutorial on that. It's almost at about 2,000 views, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I'm finished syncing this, and I'll put it on screen. One more thing I wanted to add is, just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be editing this like it's picking up in the middle of an edit. So basically, I'm going to be syncing this just like it's in maybe your 6 out of 12 clips in an episode or something, just so it's in the middle of the edit and you guys can have a good idea of what's going on. So what you guys just saw is actually the clip synced. It's probably a terrible job syncing the clip, but it's a good thing that we're not going to be worrying about that, because all we're going to be worrying about is the pan crop. So basically, to start this off is we're going to go layer, new, adjustment layer. Gonna just name this transform. Gonna come down here. We're going to grab some transform. We're going to drag it on. So all we're going to do is click on scale, and we're going to come down to this layer, and we're going to hit U to show us all of our keyframes. So in between clips, when there's a scale transition from one clip to the other, I like to go about 120. So we're going to scale this up to 120. No, don't worry, it's not going to be this zoomed in at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to come down to 100. And basically all we're going to do now is we're just going to go and plot our keyframes. So for this song, I'm going to go about 106, go back 4 keyframes, and we're going to go down to 100. And I know what you're thinking, we're not worrying about the graph editor yet. No, we're not. All we're doing is we're just going to put these in place. So we're just going to drag these, drag this, and now since we're going to this clip, I'm actually going to go back and copy these keyframes. And another thing that you guys are probably going to say while I'm doing this is, how come I don't just easy ease one and then copy and paste it a whole bunch of times? Well, I'm going to explain that when I go back and try and do the graph editor for some of these ones up ahead. So last pump right here, there, and then at the very end I'll just keyframe back to 100. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click right here, and we're going to go on one of the keyframes, keyframe assistant, we're going to go to easy ease. So what I like to do for the big pumps is we're just going to drag this straight down. Going to drag this all the way in, go to this one, we're going to drag this to here, and we're going to drag this down about halfway. And that's how I like to do my scale transitions. I mean, it varies for every other edit, or every edit, but I mean for rap and the kind of style that I'm doing with this song right now, I think it looks pretty good. And actually what we're going to do is we're just going to keep the keyframes that we have easy eased right now, just these pumps. We're just going to keep these. We don't need to do anything to them. They're fine. So now all I'm going to do is just render this out real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys what the final product looks like. So as you guys just saw, the pumps, they're kind of just like coming straight out, and I actually don't really like that at all. So what we're going to do is now we're just going to do a little bit of tweaking to our graph editor. So I'm kind of just going to, I think I'm going to pull this down like this, and we'll see what this looks like. Obviously, you're not going to go with just hitting easies and just going for it. I mean, you're going to obviously want to try and make a couple of adjustments to your keyframes. Even just simple things like this, just dragging this down a little bit, look a lot better when it comes to the final product opposed to what you just saw. So I'm just going to drag these down, and I'll put another version of it up on the screen right now. So in my opinion, that actually looks a lot better. After experimenting with this for a while, you guys will understand how the graph editor for pumps works. It's actually kind of similar to the way it is for time remap or Twixtor. In some ways, It still follows the same properties. If you drag it down, it's going to be coming down faster. Just imagine your screen moving with these lines. So as you can see right here, for example, the pump is coming down quickly at the steepness of this line. If you're in like some higher math courses, you'll understand what I mean when it comes to like waves and stuff and how all this stuff works if you ever transform them. But that's going to be all for today, guys. So that is how you add screen pumps. If you could take anything away from this tutorial, because no pumps for any edit will be the same. No one will have a preset for pumps. I mean, some people might, but I don't. All you guys have to know is that there's a distance of 4 frames and you're always starting from 100. Honestly, in my opinion, I think I might have gone a little bit too high with the 106 pumps. Normally in my edits I like to go 104, sometimes even 103 or 102. It's all editor preference though. It just depends on what you like and how you want to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. If we could break anywhere near the amount of likes we got on my timer map and Twitch tutorial, that would be freaking awesome. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. We just reached 2,000 subscribers. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing for that. It's going to be something special though, because that's a milestone I'll remember always. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Donut. See you guys later.